Hello, everyone, and welcome to Aspace's Meet the Developer series. And today I'm very, very excited to introduce Jar Jar from Ellington. Jar Jar, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you, Jake?
Very good, thank you. And I'm also joined by Jordan, one of our senior advisors. Jordan, how are you doing?
Really good, and I'm really excited to have this conversation today. Jar Jar from Ellington. Ellington, one of my favorite developers in the market for their quality, how good it is for end users, how good it is for investors as well. And I'm sure you're going to tell us more about that today. But I think what would be really good to start for the people that may not know who Ellington are in the market.
Sure.
Who are Ellington?
Ellington is a boutique developer. We started in 2014, and now we have more than 61 projects in Dubai, and we have 5 projects in Ras Al Khaimah. Soon we are launching a project in Al Hamra, and I believe we have one of the best reputation in the market when it comes to the best finishing, very good quality,
Mm.
proven track records. Our capital appreciation, it's not going to be less than 35%. It goes up to 100%, ROI 8%, up to 10%, 11%. It all depends on when you are buying, of course, the property. There is a difference between you are buying with an expression of interest in a new project, or you are buying after 3 months,
Yeah.
one day after the launch, or 1 year,
Mm.
if you will have, of course, a stock, because the majority of the time, every project that we are launching, it gets sold out immediately.
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, we are launching a project where you will be having 500 units or 600 units. Obviously, in Ellington, we will not have 600 checks.
Yeah.
We'll be having 800, 900. I always give the example of Cove. We've launched this project in Dubai Islands last year in December, and there are only 900 units. We
Mm.
received 1,400
Wow.
checks. It's crazy.
Oh my God.
I couldn't sleep for 3 days. Really, I had only anxiety, like how I will convert to my agents, to my clients,
That they will
that
not
I
get
promised
units.
them that I will be getting a unit, but it's a good problem,
Yeah, of
right?
course.
So, yeah,
But I think what underpins that is Ellington isn't a developer that oversaturates the market in terms of supply as well. It's very strategic in terms of how the models are built, the floor plates are built as well, and how much supply is released in a particular project and
correct.
area as well,
Yes.
which generates that long-term appreciation, generates that long-term rental demand as well. In terms of the quality, which you mentioned, Jar Jar, where does the source of that inspirational come from?
Okay, so one of the owners and the founders of Ellington, Mr. Robert Booth, hi. He used to be the CEO of Emaar for 14 years, and he was the mind behind the construction of Burj Khalifa, Emirates Hills, Dubai Hills. He's very famous in the market. Everyone knows him. And he wanted to create a new concept in the market, which is a buildings, niche, boutique, and resort hotel inspired.
Mm,
This is why whenever you bring a client to Ellington, you know that 100% they will love the design, the architecture. They feel that it's not this regular residential building. You have a community within your building, the
mm,
amenities. In Dubai, of course, you will be having always a gym, a swimming pool, but you will be having Baha shelves, cabanas, greeneries.
mm.
You have the brand is Techno Gym in our gyms. You will be having Pilates area. You will be having a yoga area. You can bring even your personal trainer as well.
Mhm.
We are allowing this. It's a pet friendly community. You have free Wi-Fi in all common areas. You have paddle courts, tennis courts. Sometimes you have, for example, in Belgravia Gardens, you have a lazy lagoon
Mm.
Mm.
as well. So yeah, it's so resort
And I think one of the
inspired.
clients we closed recently as well, when
Mhm.
we were walking them through the gallery, they
Yes.
said, I would actually live here myself. I think
Yes.
that is actually a really good investment strategy that if you can see yourself living there
Yeah.
because of the quality, because of the amenities as well,
Yeah.
that's a great sign of the long-term demand that will come from the secondary market as well.
Yes. Yeah. I agree. I agree. I have a lot of investors. By the way, you know, guys, that 90% of the end users in Ellington are Europeans.
Mm.
Mm,
So they love the colors that we are using, the design. And, Europeans, they are very specific when it comes to details, attention to details. Sizes as well is a strong selling point of Ellington. The average, for example, in Dubai, 520 up to 630 for the one beds. In Ellington, it starts from 750 up
mm,
to 1,100, depends of the location, of course.
mm.
And those investors, they are like, whenever we do the presentation, actually, I want to keep the unit for myself. I see myself living here. So yeah,
Yay.
it happened last
Yeah.
time. And
100%.
yeah,
And that I think as well with the layouts, they're so smartly designed in the sense that even the two bedroom, for example, you have the option of having a maze room, which is undersupplied in the market for a
yes,
two bed, or both bedrooms have an ensuite as well, which is rare in this market. So it's again thinking ahead for what kind of family might be using the property, what kind of end user is going to be using the property as well.
Yeah, it's the attention to detail I really like from the Ellington apartments. The apartment I'm in now, whilst it's amazing, it really lacks storage and these sort of smart little design features, which when you go to Ellington's office and the show apartment there, they maximize the space, they
That's
maximize the
true.
storage, and it's in places you didn't even think storage could go. So I think those small details come hand over, which makes it such an amazing product for end users, is why it's so great for investors. And what I really like, I think, is it maybe 80% of Ellington's clients are actually investors? Is it around that
80,
number?
80%. No, I think we have the highest, first of all, percentage of end users, which is great for
Mm,
investors and for end users as
mm,
well. It means that in one building, you will not be having 80% of or 90% of competitors trying to
okay, yeah.
sell the same apartment or trying to rent
It's
the
more
same.
end users.
Of course.
Yeah.
And of course, this will affect as well your capital appreciation, your return on
Mm,
investment. So I think we have, yes, a high percentage of
yeah.
end users, but we have a high,
More end
one of the
users.
highest percentages in the market of end users.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. And when you look at your track record, I think it's great. The latest project in Dubai Hills that just handed over Ellington
Yes.
House, I think the
What do you
appreciation,
think, Jordan, about the quality
it's
and
amazing. And you look at the market, Ellington, we know their prices are a little bit above the market. They charge a premium for their product,
yeah,
and that can sometimes put investors off because they're like, "Oh, why would I pay, above the market?" But then you look at what the finished product is and the results, for example, in Ellington House, Dubai Hills, it's an amazing project, just finished, and the rent there for a one bedroom is one of the highest in Dubai Hills, and the capital appreciation has been, as you said, anywhere from 35 to almost 80%. So the rents are
yeah,
the highest in the location. So it's justified.
When you walk into an Ellington reception, immediately you can feel the quality. You are immersed in almost an experience that this stands out in the market, which again, when you look from the perspective of an end user, this from an investor perspective is who you could be selling to, who you could be renting to
Mm,
as well. Exactly what you said, Jordan, is that that's how you can command a premium for your rental yields as well. And one of the stats that I love about Ellington is how high the occupancy is across
yes,
all of the
yeah, yeah,
projects,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I'm always giving the example of one of our buildings in, in downtown, DT1. Okay.
Yeah.
You're surrounded by buildings. You don't have any Burj Khalifa view, no boulevard view, nothing.
mm,
If you check now the rental for one bedroom, it's between 170,000 to 180,000. But the most important thing is that there is no availability at all. They will put you in a waiting
mm.
list for minimum 6 months,
Mhm.
and then they will decide if
You
they
can
will,
get.
yes, if you can get or not.
Yeah, yeah.
Plus, the average with Burj Khalifa view in downtown for one bedroom, the rental is 145,000.
Mm,
So we are talking about 25% higher our rental without any views.
yeah,
So
yeah.
why? Because again, of the experience that you are having
Mm.
in our buildings, the quality,
Amenities.
amenities. You don't have 1,000 apartments and then you have 2,000 average, 2,000 people using the same amenities. Same,
100%.
yes.
And I think every developer likes to market the fact they have great quality, but I truly do believe Ellington is one of the developers, if not the best developer that delivers on the results that are in the brochures as well. I mean, we've seen some of the projects that have handed over, they are completely like for like.
Yeah.
We've
Yes,
seen some
yes.
of our clients that have bought in Ellington projects, they don't even need a snagging appointment. So
Yeah,
again, if you have that peace of mind that a developer is going to deliver on
yes.
their promises, that's the guarantee you have as an investor that this is going to deliver and make you money.
Yeah.
Correct, correct. Especially for overseas clients, they are not really familiar with buying off plan, right?
Mm,
The majority of the investors now, today in Dubai
Mm,
in general, they are overseas clients. So they are always worried about, okay, the brochures looks amazing, but am
mm,
I gonna get this?
yeah.
So we have again proven track records not only about the capital appreciation, return on investment, but whatever you see in the brochures is exactly what you will get.
mm.
It's 100%. I don't know how they can do it, but
It's
it's really,
incredible.
yes, it is incredible.
No, it gives the investors a lot of confidence and the end users, and it would be great if we can even throw up. I think you've put in our group chat examples of the brochure and the
Yeah.
reality. Like, it'd be great to actually show the people watching how like for like it is, because it is important. The stuff that developers do on brochures these
Yeah.
days, the renders, some of them look unbelievable,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
to actually deliver on that's really important.
And we speak about Europeans being top clients of Ellington, right? And I think that's associated with maybe the European standards of quality being
Correct.
higher than the Middle East, for
Open
example.
kitchen as well.
But even Europeans, I think they are surprised in a positive way by how good the quality is as well. And I think that is probably the number one trait when investing in a property, that you have the assurance that this is going to be a high quality building that will last in the long run as well.
Ellington have become like one of the fastest growing developers in the market, I think, and their story's been amazing. Obviously, I think some of your first projects were in JVC. You know, in my opinion, for investors, that's an area which is, you know, got a load of apartment towers. You know, there's a lot of traffic there, etc. Yet, Ellington's project is standing proud in terms of the capital appreciation, the ROI in this area, which is a great testament. But what is it that how has it been, the fact that Ellington's grown so quickly, and where do you feel that Ellington sits in the market amongst the other developers?
I think it's the vision of our higher management. I mean, like, look, in any business, I think people, when they start making money and they start being successful, they start cutting costs, right? We don't do this.
Mm,
So we always, every new project, we take it as a challenge
mm,
in terms of design, architecture, the finishes, the quality, the materials that we are using. We always try to not do any copy paste. And if you check
yeah.
our projects, every project is unique. So we are, I think, yes, trying to upgrade in every project. Ellington House, for example, we've just handed over this project. Everyone, all the clients, all the agents who visited this project, they are impressed by the quality, but they cannot even imagine that whatever we are launching, let's say this year, it's gonna be not 10 times better, but it's gonna be
Better.
really
Even
better.
better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
better.
And do you know what I
Even
think's
better.
really good is now we're starting to see a bit of brand loyalty and a resale market emerging for Ellington. So, you know, for example, Emaar, they've got an amazing client base, and there'll always be a resale and liquidity for the markets off plan. Ellington House, maybe 6 months before it handed over, the amount of inquiries, how many
Yeah.
inquiries are coming into the group chat on from the secondary team on, I've got a client for this. I'm in
Yeah.
a Dubai Hills agents group chat. Almost every day, someone's like, Ellington House, Ellington House.
I want to tell you something, Jordan, regarding Ellington House. When we launched it, okay, everyone was complaining about the prices. It's more expensive than the master developer itself, okay? But we didn't care, okay? Then now on handover, and as you mentioned, 6 months before the handover, and it's always happening, by the way, not only in Ellington House or Dubai Hills,
Yeah.
in every project of Ellington, the clients, they start being harassed by
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
agents.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
we have a client for you, we have this, we have that. Again, why? Because of the quality, because of the finishes. Everyone can see him or herself living inside of our, I call it community. It's again,
Yeah.
it's not a residential tower, it is a community. So
So we've spoken a lot about how Ellington leads the way in terms of quality. How important is the location of Ellington's projects?
we choose the locations very carefully, and I think one of the smartest strategies of Ellington is that we never take one area and we keep launching multiple projects, and then we end up by having, I don't know, 20,000, 30,000 apartments in the same area. How you can convince a client or an investor that he will be making money in the future? I mean, imagine, let's say half of those people are end users, okay? 10,000 people are trying to sell the same product in the same area. Like, no matter how prime is this area, no matter how good is the finishing or the quality of this developer, it doesn't make sense for investors, even for end users as well, right? So there is no exclusivity of the product. So Ellington are launching in prime and subprime locations. So I always call it 3 tickets. We always we always have affordable luxury, and ultra luxury. So we have projects in downtown, Business Bay, Meydan, Dubai Islands, Dubai South, the Palm as well. Soon we will be launching in very attractive locations as well, waterfront communities. We launched in Al Marjan, we launched in Al Hamra. I mean, like, we are everywhere. We have a product for everyone. You don't like this location, you will be happy, but you like the quality of Ellington, you like the concept of Ellington. You don't like, for example, Maidan Horizon, then you can buy in Dubai Islands. You don't like Dubai Islands, then you can buy next to the biggest airport in the world. So we are always buying the best plots in that area. I always give the example of Cove. Again, Dubai Islands, we bought a corner plot with a direct access to the beach. You know, Island A, it's huge. It's not easy to be in first line corner plot, and you are very close to the golf course. You have a direct access to the beach, and backside you have one of the biggest malls in the UAE. So yeah.
Yeah, and I think our clients' feedback is that in the prime location, Ellington stands out. In the emerging locations, that is the opportunity of a high growth area like a Dubai South, like a Dubai Silicon Oasis as well, where you can see potential stronger capital appreciation as well, but also the reassurance that if your strategy is a prime location, Ellington will stand out amongst the rest for sure.
If you were to imagine you're speaking to an investor right now, or the market of investors in Dubai and internationally, what type of investor does Ellington attract? And what products are good for investors that are looking to make money in
Look,
Dubai?
we have both. You know that you have investors who are flipping, for example, their properties 1 year after or 2 years after. Me personally, I don't really pitch this to the clients because the market is moving. I mean, the prices are
There's
increasing
more supply
every
coming.
yes.
Yeah.
So it's better to keep your property, and the more you hold the property, the more money you will be making, especially if you are buying in a prime location, because in prime locations there is no more plots available. So, but we have as well people who wants to hold the unit, and
Yeah.
then they are looking for a high ROI. We have all kind of investors.
Yeah. I think that's what I quite like.
Mm-mm-mm.
Ellington's really flexible for the
Yeah.
investors. You can due to the payment plan, typically 70/30, and with a SPAS 60/40, that gives you the option to flip it before handover. You can rent it out because you're going to get a great ROI of a Ellington project, and also the capital appreciation, because it is always one of the best apartment buildings in the area. It ticks all the boxes. So
Yeah.
it's Ellington's got a product for every investor in the market.
Yeah, that's essential. That's essential.
Yeah.
Jaja, what kind of secrets can you give for potential upcoming projects with Ellington?
It's a secret. No, no.
And I think
Jake, you will love the new locations where we will be launching. Really, it's gonna be the first time Ellington plus a master developer, a master developer that you love, I would
intriguing.
say. And it's a waterfront community, so
Wow.
Intriguing.
get ready.
We love
Jordan,
waterfront
be ready.
communities. Jaja, can you tell us more about what the starting prices are for those different areas, and to get into Ellington, the affordable luxury, the middle luxury, and the ultra luxury?
Okay. So affordable luxury 1.2 to 1.3, as you know. And we don't really have a lot of affordable
Availability.
luxury,
Yeah.
to be honest. For luxury, I would say 2.1, 2.2 for one beds. Ultra luxury, it's gonna be around 3 million, 3.2. So it's still affordable, I think.
Yeah.
The ultra luxury. Of course, I'm not talking about the Palm. The Palm, it's really expensive, and it's mostly for end users.
But in those prime areas.
Yes, yes, yeah.
So for more information on Aspas's exclusive Ellington units, preferential payment plans, and upcoming launches, register your details today.